This week's video is sponsored by Squarespace.
See, Sean's got the landscape photographer pose. You gotta make sure all your weight is above your knees there.
Above the knees, stable, and good posture in the upper body. Don't slouch. And then aim and go.
Either that or just get a taller tripod.
Oh.
Well, hello everybody. I hope you're all doing great. Thank you for joining me on another vlog. Check this out. This is absolutely stunning. I'm down on the, I guess it's mid coast of Oregon, down here with a number of other photographers. We have a conference here with the Out of Oregon group. I'm here with Sean Bagshaw, and Sean and I are actually grouped together for the week, guiding people around to various areas. So we're just checking out some potential shooting spots, and we came across this. This is absolutely spectacular. The coast right now, right on the ocean front there, is very foggy, but the nice thing about this area is that you just come uphill a little bit, you're into the forest, and then the fog starts to break and you've got sun coming through, so it's creating these beautiful beams of light. So I'm hoping that we'll get something like this when we're with our group tomorrow and for the rest of the week. Nick Page is just down the road here. He's photographing some other light beams in a different part of the forest there. But this is the kind of stuff that I absolutely love. I mean, you can't go wrong with this type of photography. So without further delay, I better get back to my camera and get some more shots before it's all gone.
Once again, I'd like to thank Squarespace for supporting my channel and sponsoring this week's video. One of my favorite features of a Squarespace website is the ability to quickly and efficiently update a gallery or page either from a desktop computer or while on the fly using the Squarespace app from my mobile device. Loading multiple images onto a page is quick and offers the ability to change a design or page quickly and elegantly without any coding knowledge. Want to sell your products? No problem. Setting up shop is also quick and intuitive. Sound interesting? Why not head over to squarespace.com and try it for free? And if you like what you find, use the code AdamGibbs for 10% off your first purchase.
Well, hello once again, everybody. It's been about a week since I did a little bit of filming there with Sean Bagshaw when we were scouting some areas for the Out of Oregon conference, and the first week has finished, so we have a couple of days until the next conference starts. So Sean Bagshaw and Albert Dross and I have come out down to the Redwoods, which is about a 5-hour drive from where we're staying, and we're really hoping to get some fog in the Redwoods. Now, last night when we came in, it was very foggy, and it was very foggy in town this morning, but when we went to look at the Redwoods, there wasn't any fog. So we've come to another little area here. No redwoods, but we do have some nice alders and a few mossy trees here, and the fog is moving in and out, and of course you can see these wonderful beams of light. So again, that's what I'm concentrating on for this photo shoot. As soon as you get away from the coast, it's quite sunny and warm, but right next to the coastline here, it's still quite foggy. So yeah, so I'm going to concentrate on smaller areas right now, and I'm also taking panos of the upper section of this road here because it's just absolutely beautiful. I especially love the reflected light on the leaves there. And there are some little cobwebs in there as well, so that's really cool. All right, day 2 of our redwood extravaganza. Again, I'm here with Sean Bagshaw and Albert Dross. They've taken off down the trail a little bit. Today we seem to have a little bit more fog in the forest, and it's quite high in the canopy, but every now and then it will come through. As you can see in the background here, it's really quite nice. And what really attracted me to this scene was the fact that we have these trees in the foreground, which seem, to my eye anyway, have a lot of contrast, and but with the background the way it is, where they're slightly lighter because of the fog, it's created that depth that we need. Now I am hoping for some sun to come through eventually, so perhaps we'll get some sunbeams, but this is absolutely beautiful. So what I've decided to do is I have the 32-64 on, and I'm just photographing a sliver, like a pano of the central portion, but I'll also take some images of the whole scene as well, because the fog is quite thick at the top, so perhaps that'll kind of give it a bit more of a mood. But yeah, not a bad start to the day. Hopefully we can I can find some more scenes. Unfortunately, we have to leave at noon today because it's a 5-hour drive back to Newport, so we don't have an awful lot of time, but I will see. Maybe I can get 2 or 3 shots. That would be really nice. Absolutely stunning area. Yeah, I'll have to come back, and I think the fall color hasn't even started, so probably in 3 or 4 weeks there'd probably be some really nice fall color with the vine maples in here. Another great scene. I am having a bit of a hard time because this area is quite new to me. Everything looks fantastic, so of course you're shooting or pointing your camera at everything, and because I am a little bit limited on time, I suspect that I'm not spending enough time on each composition, but still it's a good way to get introduced to the area. I'll just have to come back. It's almost like being at home. The forest, even though the trees are very different, these are redwoods. Back home it's more spruce. There are spruce here, but more on the coast, and western red cedar. We do have the big leaf maples, and this is very similar, but just a lot more of it, which is just absolutely fantastic. So with this scene, I found this big leaf maple and it is just starting to turn, but it's been very dry here, just like back home. So I suspect that the leaves are just drying out. They're not really changing quite yet. But I love the contrast between the big leaf maple, the deciduous tree, and the redwoods in the background. And of course, there's a little bit of fog back there, so that really gives it a nice atmosphere. So it's going to be a pretty straightforward shot. There's a nice shape to this tree. Just take a photograph horizontal of the tree and the redwoods behind it. Nothing too fancy, but yeah, just really, really stunning. I'm not really sure where the other guys went. Hopefully they went this way, because I don't know my way around here. I know how to get back to the car, so that's good. Right, I'll take this shot and I'll put it on now, and hopefully we'll get a couple more shots. All right, we've come down another section of trail. It's all these little state parks all over the place. Well, actually quite large state parks with all these groves of trees. So we've come to another grove here that Sean knows quite well. And just down the road, the beams of light were coming through with the fog and so we're just at the cusp of that. It's as you can see behind me, it's very foggy, but the sun, I can see the sun right behind me here, right up there. So I'm really hoping that we'll get some beams of light coming through. It seems that it just has to be the right consistency of fog and sun. So fingers crossed. Mind you, with the thick fog, it looks fantastic as well, because there's a little bit of ambient light coming through, or direct light from the sun, and then we got this fog back here as well. All right, absolutely fantastic conditions right now. So where we are, there's actually a bit of a hill. So you go down into the valley and it gets really foggy. And as you get up to the top of the hill here, the sun is just penetrating. And look at these beams back here, just absolutely fantastic. Hopefully, I don't know if this will show on the video, but light beams everywhere. It's really, really nice. Well, I did find some epic light beams. I hope they turn out. I put my wide angle on, and I used a large tree, had some ferns growing on it. put that in the foreground. But it's a bit of a rush because we have to, as I said before, we have to get back. God, coming up these hills is it's just killing me. Yeah, unfortunately we have to head back. So, well, this wasn't really a vlog, it was just kind of a hodgepodge. I appreciate you watching. Oh, the light is just beautiful in here. Look at this behind me. Oh, just gorgeous. I really wish we got light like this where I live. I don't think I've ever seen light like this in the old growth forest that we have. This is just spectacular. Well, I'll just have to make another trip here. All right, folks, thanks ever so much again. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. All right, bye-bye.